Hi everyone, this is John Graydon with the MATA Instructor Certification Program from matacertification.com. This is a universal education program for martial arts instructors that is absent from virtually every black belt exam there is. So typically we train hard, we earn a black belt, and we begin to teach. And usually we do kind of hand-me-down teaching and mimic our instructors, and we carry on and eventually start to pick up some tips here and there, but there's no real universal focus on how to become a good professional martial arts teacher until now. And this is the program. It's developed by 18 experts in the fields of psychology, physiology, motivation, communication skills. And these guys are experts in those areas. Many of them are famous PhDs, but they're also all black belts, so they could take their expertise and mold it to the needs of a martial arts instructor, because the vast majority of them have been martial arts instructors. When you complete the Martial Arts Teachers Association certification program, you'll get a physical certificate to hang in your school. You'll get a digital certificate to distribute on social media and on your website. And we'll also put together a press release that you can let the local media know that you have achieved this certification. So let's get started. We have 2 lessons today in the same clip. So we're going to watch a short little video, and then we're going to learn a couple of tips on how to become a more professional teacher. Okay, here we go.
More, sir.
Integrity.
Integrity, it means?
Honesty.
Honesty, all right? Always tell the truth. Even if we're in the wrong, always tell the truth. And the last...
So there we go. What did you notice about that 9-second interaction? She had a choice of how to ask the question, what is the definition of integrity? 1, she could have called on one specific child to answer the question. And in this case, I think the kid shot his hand up and was ready and anxious, so she called on him. So she called on one child. What does that do for the rest of the class? That's interesting, because she could call on one student, or she could ask the question to the entire class and then choose a student to answer. And this is kind of a mixture of each, because we don't know the lead up to it, but for your own edification. If I call on a student and ask, what is the definition of integrity? When I call on that student and ask that question, it takes the pressure off the rest of the students. And this is interesting and important to understand. Some of the kids won't know the answer, and since they're not called, it's kind of a relief. And I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying you want to understand the dynamics of what you're doing in class. So asking one child to answer the question takes the pressure off the other students. So when you ask the class first, okay, gang, I'm looking for the definition of integrity, and I'm scanning the room, and I'm looking the room over. This forces everybody in the class to think, what the heck is the definition of integrity? So there's a difference when you ask the class versus directly asking the student. And one's not necessarily better than the other. It's just you want to understand the dynamics of what you're doing in your class. You have these choices. In some cases, maybe Joey's kind of spacing out over here, and I'll fire a question at him in order to get his attention back into class and make him more present. So understand the power of these questions. There's some choices and the underlying effects of them. Okay, so that's lesson number 1. Let's go to lesson number 2. Let's watch it again.
More, sir.
Integrity.
Integrity, it means?
Honesty.
Honesty, all right? Always tell the truth. Even if we're in the wrong, always tell the truth. And the last...
Did he answer the question? He gave one-word answers. He said, I think integrity, and then the definition was honesty. So he gave one-word answer. Really, it's not a complete answer, depending on the expectations of the instructor. If the instructor is seeking a specific definition of integrity and not a general one, usually that's kind of scripted. So the whole class knows that integrity is doing the right thing even when no one's watching. That would be an example of a defined answer, and that would be the one you're looking for. That wasn't the case here, and he gave one-word answers. So what happened when he gave the one-word answers? She immediately finished the answer for him. His answer fell short, so she pulled his answer up. So imagine kid falls off the side of the boat, you reach in, you grab the child, and you pull the child up. So when you do that in an answer, when he answered with just one word, she completed the answer for him. That's called pulling up or rescuing. And you want to make sure that you're not rescuing students. You want them to perform to your standards. So be patient and let the students answer the questions instead of rescuing them. That's just a sample of the things that you'll learn with the MATA certification course at matacertification.com. I'm John Graydon. I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share and review and tell all your friends. Thanks very much. Bye.